Amy Zalman is a professor of strategic foresight at Georgetown University, that's here in Washington, D.C. She's also the founder of Strategic Narrative Institute, which helps organizations understand trends that affect them. I asked her to talk about some of the most common ride-hailing problems.
Well, for customers, they are not highly regulated at this point. Taxi and limousines have been around for a long time. They haven't. They are obviously places where strangers meet each other in a kind of a space where there are no social norms. That, I think, is the largest problem right now. We're figuring out how to behave with each other.
Dee Dee facing pressure after a second murder. Give me a sense of how that changes the dynamic.
I'm not sure that it changes it. It continues what is happening anyway, both in China and elsewhere. Once again, greater focus on regulation, greater focus, here's what changes, greater focus on the need of these apps, of Dee Dee to be involved in solving problems that emerge because of the solutions that it provides us. They are doubling down right now on background checks for their drivers, doing facial recognition every day. They are installing, it seems, features or new buttons on their app so that riders who need help can get it more quickly. So they've recognized that if they want to keep their value up, they also need to keep their value up for those who actually are its customers.
And so what should the companies be doing to be more proactive in your estimation?
Well, they probably need to start playing a part in recognizing that they need to self-regulate and adhere to regulations that governments need. They're producing a kind of a product or service, and we have the right to not be molested while we're on them. So that's one. The second is to recognize that they're in a world where we need different new kind of social norms. So whether you're getting a ride-sharing cab service in the middle of a city or in the middle of a village, you're kind of in this global world right now where you're about to meet a stranger who isn't exactly an employee of the ride-hailing company. Nevertheless, they need to play a part in shaping expectations, for example, behavioral expectations, and making sure that they're adhered to when we step into those cars.